Good morning. Happy Monday, third graders. Today we're doing our first lesson on the YouTube channel. So welcome to Monday. Everyone should have their math book. So you need your math arithmetic 4 and a pencil. So if you don't have that, get that ready. And then we're going to be doing, this is all on your week at a glance that I emailed your parents. So be sure, if it helps, to kind of have that in your binder to the side so you know what lesson we're going to be doing. So we're starting on page 189. The back side is 190. And because you're not here with me in the classroom and I can't see you, or you can't raise your hand right when I'm teaching, if you have any questions or you don't understand something, there's two things you can do. One thing you can do is pause the video, rewind, and watch me do it again. Or circle the problem in your book, and then when I check in with you later on today or tomorrow, I'm going to ask you, were there any problems that you circled or areas that you were confused in? And we can go over it together when we FaceTime. So that's going to be the two things I want you to do if you get stuck, but not to worry and just do the best you can. Okay? All right, so today in our book, I put some of the problems up on our board. So what I did was I put the number and the letter that we're on. So we're going to do a section from 1, a section from 2, and a section from 3, and we're going to do those together. And then if we have time, I'm going to put up the actual paper that you guys have at home, and we'll try to do as many as we can. So our videos can only be 15 minutes long, so Mrs. Roach is going to be watching the clock and making sure that we don't go over. Okay? All right, so I want everyone to get your pencil, and Miss Roach is getting hers. Okay, we are going to do multiplying fractions today, and this is a review of what we did last week. So let's see who can remember the song. Ready? Here we go. Multiplying fractions is no problem. Top times top, bottom times bottom. So if we look up here at our multiplying fraction problem, this is number 1A on your paper. I'm going to circle sideways. And because the song says top times top, let's start with the top. 1 times 3 is 3. That's right. I'm going to draw my fraction bar. And bottom times bottom. What's 2 times 4? 2 times 4 is 8. Very good. Now, since we can't reduce this, this is our final answer, 3/8. All right, good job, guys. Hopefully this is coming back. All right, let's go to our next problem. 3/8 times 3/4. Top times top, bottom times bottom. So here we go. What is 3 times 3? That's right, 9. I'm going to draw my fraction bar. And 8 times 4 is 32. Now that's a big number, and some of you might think, can I reduce 9 32s? Well, can I count by 9 to get 32? 9, 18, 27, 36. No, I don't get 32. So then I can think of my factors. What can go into 9? Well, 3 times 3 makes 9. Can I count by 3s to get 32? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, no 32. So 9 32s is my final answer there also. All right, let's do F together. I'll give you a hint. This one is going to have a little reducing at the end. Okay, what's 1 times 2? 2. Do my equal sign. And what's 2 times 5? 10. Now who can think what I could divide 2 tenths by to reduce? What can go into 2 and 10? If you said 2, you're right. I'm going to switch sides here so I don't cut off. All right, so divided by 2, divided by 2. How many 2's can go into 2? 1, you're right. How many 2's can go into 10? 5. So my answer is 1/5. All right, good job, you guys. I did not do C and G on your paper, so I want you guys to try those on your own. And we're going to move over here to our long division. Who has been missing long division? I know you guys love it. I'm going to grab a different color marker. And let's do this long division one together. Now remember, Since we're dividing by 5, if for some reason you don't have your 5s memorized or we've been out of school for a little bit, just write out your 5s. Let's count by 5s until we get to 50. Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so now I have my multiples here that I can look at. So how many 5s can go into 4? Can 5 kids fit into 4 desks? No, so I'm going to put an X. Can 5 kids go into 48 desks? For sure. So let's go down and see if we can find a number close to 48 without going over. There we go, 45. How many 5s is 45? 9. So I'm going to put a 9 on top. Once we put our number on top, what do? Multiply. Multiply our guess, 9 times 5 is 45. Write it right underneath the 9. Subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. 4 minus 4 is 0. Is 3 smaller than 5? Yes, then we're good. Let's bring down our next number. Now my new number is 33. Can 5 kids go into 33 desks? For sure. Let's go down and look. Oh, that's close to 33 without going over. How many 5s does it take to get to 30? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put our 6 on top. 5 times 6 is 30. Subtract, and I get 3 minus 0, 3. That's right. Now they want our remainder as a fraction. So I'm going to take this 3, go all the way up. 3 will be my numerator. And who remembers how I get the denominator? That's right. Go over to our divisor. So 5 becomes our denominator. So my answer is 96 3/5. And it doesn't say we have to check, so we're all good there. Phew. Okay, let's go over to some fractions. I'm just going to turn I see a little bit of a glare on there, but we'll hope it's not too bad that you guys can see. Okay, so if I stand here, hopefully you guys can see this well. I'm just going to rotate that a little bit. Okay, all right, so we're looking now at, still on the front of the page, we are on 3C, okay, and it says 16 1/4 minus 9 3/4. I'm going to check our time here, just make sure we're doing okay. Perfect. All right, so we are going to subtract. Now remember, when we're subtracting fractions, we have to always look at the bottom number. So do 4 and 4 match? Yes, they're the same. That's good. But there's a problem here. Can I take 3/4 from 1/4? No. So who can 1/4 get help from? That's right, we're going to borrow from next door. So everyone cross out your 16, and I want you to make it a 15, just like that. And now, instead of adding a normal 1 like we normally would, we have to add 1 as a fraction. So that means, remember, with fractions, like 6/6 is 1. 8/8 equals 1, right? So we're going to give 1 as a fraction, but we need to look at the bottom number, 4. So I'm going to give this one 4/4 for my 1, because remember the bottom numbers have to match. We want to make it easy for us. So what's 1/4 plus 4/4? We get 5/4. Now I have plenty. I'm going to slide this one over. What's 5/4 minus 3/4? We get 2/4, right? Now I know you're looking at this. What are you thinking? Mrs. Roach, what can we do with this problem? We can reduce it, right? So I'm going to divide by what? 2. I'm going to write this kind of small. I know we're getting close to the edge here. How many 2's can go into 4? 2. Look at Miss Roach made a mistake. Do you see it? How many 2's can go into 2? 1. Thanks for catching my mistake. Okay, how many 2's can go into 4? 2. All right, so we've reduced that down to 1/2. But what do I not want to forget? My whole number over here. We got to minus that. What is 15 take away 9? 6, you're right. And now I'm going to bring this 1/2 over here. So my answer is 6 1/2. Is this all coming back to you? I hope so. All right, we got one more subtraction problem to do. And this one's a tricky one. So let's see who's concentrated. Remember, if this is ever easy and you want to go ahead of me, you sure can. And then it's kind of fun to check. Another thing you can do is pause the video, try this one by yourself, and then push play and see if you get it right, okay? So if you feel like I'm going too slow, that's a way you could kind of speed it up for yourself. All right, so let's look at this one. We have a subtraction. Now remember here, I was so happy because our 4s matched. Now look at these denominators, 5 and 15. Do those match? So when our numbers on the bottom don't match, remember what we do? Let's count dude, LCD, because we're looking for the least common denominator. So let's count dude. I'm going to count by 5 and 15. Let's see what we get. Where do I have some space here? You guys see right here? We'll do it right here. So 5 and 15. 5, 10, 15. 15, yep, that matches. So I'm going to use 15 as my common denominator. This pen seems a little bit light, or can you guys see it okay? I guess we can see it. Okay. So are one of these already a 15? This one is. So that makes it really nice. I can just bring that straight over. Is this one a 15? No. So let's see. 5 times what makes 15? 3, that's right. So whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 4 times 3 makes 12. Okay, so we've got 3/15 minus 12/15. I run into the same problem I ran into up here. I can't take 12 from 3, so who can the 3 go to for more? I'm going to go all the way to my 19. So cross off your 19 and make it an 18, because we're taking 1 away, and we're going to give that 1 over here in the form of a fraction. Remember, fractions make 1 if the numerator and the denominator match. So since this is a 15, I'm just going to erase this arrow here, we're going to make this a 15. Okay, erase some of this. All right, so 3/15 plus 15/15 makes what? That's right, 18/15. And now I have enough. So let's subtract. What is 18 minus 12? 18 minus 12 is 6 over 15. Very good. And I can reduce it. What can go into 6 and 15? 3. That's right. How many 3's can go into 6? 2. How many 3's can go into 15? 5. Don't forget to subtract our whole number. What's 18 minus 8? 10. Very good. And I'm going to bring over my 2/5. So my final answer is 10 2/5. Let's check our time here. How are we doing? Okay, so we're just about at 15 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up here. What I want you to do is try to do all the black problems on the front on your own. See how you do, and then when I check in with you, we'll go over some of those answers together. You can also challenge yourself by doing some on the back, and there's a couple measurement ones that are a little tricky, so I want you to especially try one of those. See if you can do it, and when I give you a call later, we can check and see what you got. All right, we'll see you at our next class, which will be language. See you in a few minutes. Bye-bye.